Seja um doador e ajude o canal a crescer através do PayPal ou da nossa vaquinha virtual. Links na descrição do vídeo. Fala aí galera, aqui quem fala é Pela Gamer e estamos de volta aqui com mais um episódio de Alan Wake American Nightmares. Exatamente do ponto onde havíamos parado. Já faz um tempinho já que eu não trago Alan Wake, né? Por alguns motivos pessoais, mas temos que sair do Canyon novamente. Só que dessa vez um cenário um pouquinho diferente, né? Lembrando que a gente vai entrando em várias realidades aqui do personagem do jogo. Então vamos lá. Sinalizador. Por falar isso, vamos... Armas. Vamos recarregar um pouco, né? O que tem aqui? Tinha uma casa aqui, né? Será que dá pra pular aqui? Não. Vamos recarregar esse aqui. Não precisa. Vou usar essa daqui. Saia do Canyon. Cadê os capira? Nada de capira por enquanto. Só foi eu dizer só. Eita! Caramba, é boss? Não, não é boss. Caramba, eu pensei, caramba, já a boss logo do começo ia ser terrível, hein? Opa! Página do manuscrito F5. Velhos deuses de Asgard.
Odin Anderson, old gods of Asgard. I still don't quite know what to make of them. I know they used to be rock stars who modeled their stage personas after Norse gods. I know they're old. I know that in their day they fought the darkness as I do. I know they're demented and insane, ravaged by age and self-abuse. But there's something in them, something powerful that took hold when they were touched by the powers beyond. A thing that goes far beyond just stage names. Something godlike.
Vamos lá. Bora continuar aqui. Lembrando que ali no lado esquerdo superior tem o minimapa ali onde eu devo ir e com os manuscritos, né? Bom, aqui com certeza vai vir capira, né? Peraí, deixa eu colocar essa daqui.
Right on cue, bubbling to the surface from untold depths, the horrors. The emerging monsters do not expect the warm reception that has already been prepared for them.
A válvula está no lugar, bateria, tá, a mesma coisa da outra vez. Tem que pegar a válvula, a bateria e o CD. Deixa eu ver um negócio. Tá. A válvula já tá aqui já. Mesma cena outra vez. golpe da destruição. Ué, dessa vez é por aqui? Tá. Ah, mentira, eu desviei. Morre, desgrama. Morre. Cadê o outro? Tá. Caramba, já acabou a bala já, mano. Deixa eu ver. Só tenho bala desse. Se vier um grupo, eu vou ter que improvisar.
Next stop, saving Emma.
Opa. Tem algo aqui dentro? Deixa eu ver. Não. E aqui? Também não. Ih! Tá diferente, não tá não? Cadê? Vou lá pro carro. Ah não, ele... Cadê? Corre. Save em Emma. Vou na Emma. Aqui tem um negócio aqui. Não! Não era pra atirar nesse. Opa! Agora foi. Caramba, velho. Corre. Aí. Morreu. Caramba, velho.
Yeah, thanks for saving me again. I'd hate to die before I'm scheduled to be murdered.
I guess I have you to thank for setting everything up at the oil derrick.
Yeah, well, I figured that if we were going to go over this again, we might as well try to be smart about it, huh?
I appreciate it. You took a big chance doing that. You okay?
What do you think? I've died twice. I remember everything pretty clearly now. You said I was gonna be okay.
I don't know what happened.
Well, it's not your fault. I think one of those, what did you call them? The takers? I think they did something to the power and they got me that way.
I'm sorry.
I got the keys from the dead guy in that room. And I'm not handing them over until you do something about this. I'm sick of getting killed.
Fair enough. You seem calmer now.
I tried freaking out. It didn't do much good for me. I guess you get used to the craziest stuff.
Good for you.
Plus, I figured I'd take the edge off, you know?
Mm-hmm. Those herbal supplements are pretty good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Salve Emma protegendo a caixa de fusíveis. Ó, tem páginas aqui.
I wanted to try to explain things to you now since you're calmer, but maybe this isn't the best time after all.
Oh, shit, yeah. Better not get all metaphysical on me now. Seriously, I'm like 2 sentences away from thinking how we could all be like atoms on God's skin or something.
Or figments of somebody's imagination?
Wow. I'm just gonna try to chill out and not think about that or getting murdered or anything, if you're cool with that.
Gotcha.
Beleza, acabaram-se as falas. Tá. Vamos recarregar aqui. Tá. Vamos ver se abre agora os quartos aqui. Deixa eu ver. Ué, mas eu já peguei a chave lá no outro capítulo. Que mentira. Eu já peguei a... Olha, só o papel parece que tá mais perto. Ou eu que via do outro lado de lá. Tá, vamos no objetivo. Proteger a caixa de fusíveis. É aqui atrás, né? Opa! Caramba! Tinha muito, velho. Ah, não! Ah, era só explodir aqui, ó. Aê! Volte até Emma. Pegar mais munição aqui antes de voltar pra doidinha. Emma, me dá a chave aí de novo, mano.
I really don't think they can get to the power now.
Thank you. That's a relief. Here's the keys that you needed.
Thank you.
Hey, I have to tell you, at the diner, I went there with him. The guy who looks like you, okay? I know I said that I didn't.
Yeah, I figured. Want to talk about what happened at the diner?
There was this guy from the observatory, and he just attacked the poor dude, smashed his face into the tabletop a bunch of times. It was horrible. I didn't know that he was gonna do that. I swear. And I just ran. I just left him there. I didn't even try to help.
There was nothing you could have done. It's not your fault.
Well, he's dead in that motel room now, so excuse me if I feel pretty shitty about it anyway.
You shouldn't blame yourself.
I just didn't want to get involved. I have this tendency to just drop everything and run. I don't think I'm a bad person, but I didn't even call the cops. I'm such a coward.
If you'd called the cops, we'd have dead cops. He's not human. Do you understand? It's not your fault.
But I could have tried to stop him.
Believe me, if you had, you'd be dead. You seem to be doing a little better now.
Yeah, I guess it just got easier once I got this thing off my chest. I just feel so guilty about it, especially because I didn't pick up on any of the warning signs. I just really liked hanging out with him, you know? He was smart and charming and funny and hot. The way you could be, I guess.
I guess.
What's the deal with this guy anyway? He looks like you, he uses your name. Why does he do this stuff?
I'm not sure myself. Maybe he's just evil or my dark half. He does a lot of the stuff I'm trying really hard to get away from. Things that just messed up my life.
I guess all those murders don't help either.
Yeah, I could do without the murders and the end of the world. Listen, I need to get going.
Yeah, go. I think I'm good now. I hope.
Good luck. If it all goes well, maybe this is the last time we meet like this.
God, wouldn't that be great?
Just keep those lights on, okay?
Beleza, vamos lá. Vamos explorar. Vamos ver se dá pra pegar de novo. Vamos ver se... Vamos pegar o primeiro quarto aqui, ó. Cadê? Aqui. Finalmente, hein? Aqui, ó. Página do manuscrito. F5, o espelho distorcido.
My own face peered back at me from the TV screen. For a moment, I struggled with the sensation of déjà vu. How many times have I seen myself like this now? And then there was that easy grin that never seemed quite as quick or natural on my own lips. The dark, malicious twinkle in the eyes. And I knew who I was looking at. As he pulled back and revealed the room behind him, my throat went dry. There was nothing I could do but watch.
Bom, mais uma página lida aqui. Pegar munição de sinalizador. Boa. E aqui? Fechado. Ó, tem mais uma. Tem mais alguma coisa? Aqui, ó. Tá. Deve ser uma página. Deve estar... Ah, tá aqui em cima, ó. Como sobe aqui? Aqui. F5. O gigante.
I have seen the darkness twist flesh into new shapes before. But encountering these giants is an extremely disturbing experience. It's as if the genre has been switched on me. There's something out of Pulp Fiction. Twice as tall as normal men and stronger than forklifts, their lumbering gait and slow-witted demeanor brings to mind some kind of mean-spirited caricature of a feeble-minded hillbilly.
Ok. Vamos ver se tem... Eu não quero fazer que nem da outra vez, entrar já direto na... E aqui? Nada. Entrar direto na casa certa, ó. Tem mais uma página aqui. Os velhos deuses no estúdio.
Getting the Andersons into the recording studio was a struggle and a half. But once they actually picked up the instruments, something happened. They were two old men, and they weren't. They were doddering bags of bone, and they were barely contained power. And there was music. Barry rubbed his hands together. He knew how to pick a winner. Now all they needed was some direction on how to make things a little more modern. Barry had never produced a thing in his life, but he knew what he liked. He knew Balance Slays the Demon was going to be a hit.
Ok. Tá. Temos um aqui. E o outro... Ué, onde é que é o outro quarto? É aqui? Eu acho que é aqui, né? Ué, não dá pra entrar? Ah, então é nesse. Granada de luz. Ah, nunca tem nada nesses quartos. Outra vez tinha um cara morto. Deixa eu colocar isso aqui, né? Antes que dê ruim. Tá, então só falta esse daqui, ó. Ah lá. O cara morto. É esse aqui. Da outra vez eu entrei direto nesse aqui. Vamos ver se nessa realidade tem alguma coisa. Nada. Cadê a chave aqui, ó? Chave do observatório.
The fate of countless individuals hangs in the balance, threatened by the machinations of the Herald of Darkness. And yet, for a moment, the champion of light breathes a little easier. He has saved one life. For this moment, it is enough. And soon, perhaps, he can put an end to this.
E lá vamos nós, pela terceira vez pro observatório.
Returning to the observatory for what he hopes is the final time, the man feels anticipation and dread in equal measure. Soon, he knows he will have what he needs.
Ó, tem uma parte.
Hello, I was expecting you. I've already taken care of the imaging array, but you should still look into securing the primary coolant flow. With some luck, you may be able to light the area before these things even show up.
Caramba, mas já? Pera aí. Proteja os canos principais. Cadê? Vou lá pra cima. Tá. Pela minha experiência, ir por aqui é melhor. Tem uma página aqui, ó. Vamos pegar. 5. Êxito.
As a storyteller, my first real love was crime. And it was in that genre that I finished my first novel, starring the perpetually miserable Alex Casey, whose entire life was a wound that never healed. The books sold as fast as they hit the shelves. I wrote 5 more Alex Casey books, and they all were bestsellers. I became rich. I became famous. Success brought pressure, and I didn't handle it very well.
Tá vendo? Ganhou dinheiro e não sabe lidar com isso. Vamos lá. Eu acho que vai ter que ser por aqui mesmo. Então vem. Tem vindo por aqui também? Ó, os caras pulam cerca. Aqui, ó, aqui, ó. Ô, louco! Ah! Tem aqui, vou pegar mais munição aqui, né? Antes que eu morra. De novo. Ou acabou? Vamos lá.
Very good. I believe we're ready to look into the sky.
Right there, Doctor.
Eu não queria voltar pra lá mesmo? Tá, vou voltar lá pra pegar mais munição. Já deve ter recarregado. Boa. Volte até Dra Meadows. Não recarrega esse aqui? Opa, tem coisa ali. Tem página ali. Aqui, ó. F5. Ih, tem dois. Nova realidade, fragmento 2.
The film noir poster reminded me of Alex Casey, the detective's cool exterior never cracking even with the gun pointed in his face. In the back room, all the lights had been turned off, except for the lone spotlight which illuminated the bright red fire extinguisher on the wall.
Ok, tudo é tão real quanto o resto.
This act of creation is exhilarating and frightening. Subtext and symbols loom eager to take effect. Causality and consequence become domino chains that stretch into infinity. The more fundamental the change, the more unpredictable the variables become. Reality is too complex to control completely. Ordinary questions become meaningless. Who created who? What is really real? Everything is as real as everything else. You learn to let go of the things you can't control and go with the flow, or go insane.
Vamos ver quantas páginas a gente já tem. A gente já tem 12 de 16, né? 12 de 16 nessa realidade, será? Sei lá, eu acho que é. Tá. Vamos continuar. Mais munição aqui. Bom, a gente... Ah, não. Ah, é, tem que subir por aqui. Opa! Gastamos quase tudo. Ó, aqui, ó. Tem coisa aqui, ó. Ah, vamos ver se dá pra pegar agora. 40 páginas? Caramba, velho. Mas ele só tá falando que eu tenho 12, 16. Opa, opa. Ah, não, vou direto pra lá. Ih, agora fechou. Ah, esse aqui é aqueles que se multiplica. Droga! Tá, tem coisa aqui. Preciso de vida, mano. Vida. Ó, tem bala aqui. Caramba, inserida essa distância? Ô tia, 20ª vez que eu tô entrando aqui, hein? Pelo amor dos meus filhinhos. Ixi, o bagulho tá doidão. Ah, não! Não, não! Caramba, velho.
That's just rude. Are you all right?
I'll live.
I'm glad. I'll send the lift down to you.
Oh.
I remember our previous encounters very clearly now. But technically, if this really is a loop in time, we've never met before.
Ah, para de papo furado, mulher. Toda vez eu tenho que sofrer essas bagaças aí pra poder passar dessa parte. Que saco.
Doctor?
You know, I know physicists who would give 15 years of their lives for a chance to experience something like this.
I'd imagine that being stalked by horrible axe murderers would curb their enthusiasm a little.
Clearly you've never met hardcore physicists.
I'm glad you're in such good spirits, but...
The signal! Yes, it's completed.
Finally. If all goes well, this should be the last time we go through the loop.
You know, I just realized that I don't have any memory of what happens after you leave. What does that mean?
I don't think it means anything. If everything goes well, you just keep going. I don't show up here like this again, no more bad guys. Things go back to normal.
Let's hope you're right. I'd love the opportunity to look into this in more detail.
Looks like you've accepted the situation.
I'm a pragmatist. If this is a delusion, at least my first psychotic episode is anything but boring. Really, Mr. Wake, at the end of the day, I'm a scientist. I love mysteries. I love not knowing. Whatever else this might be, it's absolutely fascinating. I wonder how far this reaches. Is everybody in the world experiencing this?
Who knows? I think reality's probably pretty fragile right now. Doctor, I can see you're very enthusiastic about this. I'd appreciate a bit of discretion.
Are you suggesting that we should suppress this?
No. You can do what you like, but I want you to leave me out of it.
Surely, with the things you know, the things you've experienced, you can replicate any of these results. We could...
Let me be blunt. If you drag me into this, I'll deny everything. I'll lie like my life depended on it. And writers are damn good liars. Word of advice. This is things man was not meant to know territory. You get into this, chances are you'll open up a door into a world of hurt. Believe me, I know.
See.
Eita, deu chegar pra lá agora, hein? Tá. Vamos pegar aqui, ó, a impressão.
In a strange way, he feels at ease. He is armed with his own words, and when the time comes, they will be enough or they will not. For now, he's content to let the currents take him toward the final confrontation.
Será que a gente vai voltar pro beco de novo?
Once more, we return to the drive-in. If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself, he doesn't show it. The man has his share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
Bom, galera, chegamos aqui numa parte legal para nós pararmos. Então é isso daí, espero que vocês tenham gostado. Não se esqueçam de deixar seu like, de compartilhar, inscrevam-se se não for inscrito e ative o sininho para mais novidades.